You hear a rustle in the bush behind you. Your heart jumps. Every muscle tightens. This is the fear you expect from your ancestors, the fear of teeth and claws in the dark. But it wasn't the biggest fear they carried. The real answer is far stranger. For most of human history, there was something scarier than a lion, scarier than a snake, scarier than starvation itself. It didn't have fangs. It didn't stalk you through tall grass. It could happen in broad daylight, surrounded by people you loved. That thing was being left behind. Think about it for a moment. A single human alone on the savannah 200,000 years ago was not a survivor. He was a snack. No claws, no armor, no real speed. Slower than almost every predator hunting him. The only real weapon early humans had was each other. So evolution did something clever. It made exclusion feel like danger itself. Psychologist Kipling Williams spent decades studying this exact reaction. He built a simple digital ball-tossing game called Cyberball, where players just pass a ball back and forth online. Nothing physical. No real stakes. But when the game was rigged so other players stopped throwing the ball to one participant, something remarkable happened. Brain scans showed activity in the same regions that light up during physical pain. Not similar activity. The same regions. Being ignored online, in a fake game with strangers you'll never meet, activates your body's pain response. Why would your brain do that? Because for nearly all of human history, being cut off from the group wasn't uncomfortable. It was fatal. Imagine you're a hunter-gatherer 80,000 years ago. You anger the wrong person in your band. Maybe you steal food. Maybe you refuse to share. The group doesn't need to attack you. They just need to stop looking at you. Stop including you in the hunt. Stop offering you shelter when the rain comes. Within weeks, maybe days, you're dead. Not from violence. From absence. This is why ostracism became one of the oldest punishments in human history, found in nearly every culture anthropologists have ever studied. No prisons required, no chains needed. Just silence and distance, and the slow terror of being unseen. Your brain still remembers this. It just doesn't know the rules have changed. That's why a canceled plan can ruin your whole day. That's why an unanswered text can spiral into hours of anxious rereading. That's why watching three friends laugh at a joke you weren't part of can feel like a small stab, even when nothing was actually taken from you. Your nervous system doesn't distinguish between a modern social slight and an ancient death sentence. It reacts the same way it always has. Anthropologist Sarah Blaffer-Hrdy has spent much of her career studying why humans, alone among great apes, became this dependent on each other. She calls it cooperative breeding. Human infants are born helpless for years, far longer than any other primate. Raising them required more than one parent. It required a network. Grandmothers, aunts, unrelated allies, all pitching in to keep a child alive long enough to reproduce. This wasn't a cultural nicety. It was survival infrastructure. A human without a tribe wasn't just lonely. He was structurally incapable of surviving alone. So your ancestors evolved a finely tuned radar for belonging. Every glance, every tone of voice, every subtle shift in group dynamics got processed and filed away. Am I still valued here? Am I still safe? This radar ran constantly, in the background, whether or not there was an actual threat. Here's where it gets stranger. Researcher Robin Dunbar proposed that human brains grew as large as they did specifically to manage social complexity, not to invent tools or hunt more efficiently. He suggested humans can only maintain around 150 meaningful relationships at once, a number now known as Dunbar's number. Your brain isn't built for a city of 8 million strangers. It's built for a village, but your village today isn't a village at all. You're plugged into hundreds, sometimes thousands, of digital connections. Every one of them is a potential thumbs up or a potential silence. Every post is a tiny test of belonging. Did they see it? Did they care? Did they notice you at all? Your ancient radar, built for a group of 30 to 50 people around a fire, is now running 24 hours a day across an audience. It was never designed to track dot. No wonder it feels exhausting sometimes. No wonder a single unfollow can sting more than it should. There's a darker layer to this too. Groups have always known this fear, and some have always used it. Every playground has a kid pushed to the edge of the circle. Every office has someone quietly excluded from the group chat. Every family has someone who stopped getting invited. This isn't new cruelty. It's ancient cruelty, wearing modern clothes. But there's something hopeful buried in the same wiring. If exclusion hurts this deeply, connection matters just as deeply. The same systems that punish you for isolation reward you, powerfully, for genuine belonging. A real conversation. A shared meal. Someone remembering your name and using it. These aren't small pleasantries. They're ancient signals telling your nervous system, you are safe, you have a place. You will not be left behind, so the next time a small social moment stings more than it should, you're not being oversensitive. You're not broken. You're carrying a warning system built over hundreds of thousands of years. One that once meant the difference between life and death. The lion in the grass was never really the thing to fear most. The truly ancient terror was quieter than that. It was the silence of a group that stopped looking your way. And in a world full of notifications, feeds, and fleeting glances, that silence still finds you every single day.